Stop. Don't think. Don't analyze. Just look. Somewhere in that image, one horse pulls you in. Not your logic. Not your reasoning. Your gut. That strange magnetic pull. The quiet whisper inside your chest. And the moment you chose it, something deeper inside you spoke. You believe you made a choice. But the truth is darker. You didn't choose the horse. Your unconscious did. Because the conscious mind is a storyteller. It edits. It justifies. It protects your ego. But the unconscious, it does not lie. Most people think they know themselves. They say, I am my job. I am my reputation. I am my personality. But Carl Jung called this a mask. The persona, a costume designed to survive the world. Not the real you. Inside every human mind, there is a chariot. The rider is your ego, the one who believes it is in control. But the horses, they are older. They are instinct, drive, desire, fear. And if the horse panics, the rider is helpless. The horse you chose reveals something dangerous. What drives you? What you are starving for? And most importantly, what you are hiding from yourself. This is not a horoscope. This is not entertainment. This is a diagnosis. Tonight, we are opening that door. We will examine every horse, every instinct, every hidden wound. And by the end, you may discover something most people never dare to see. The architecture of your own mind. Before we analyze the horses, you need to understand something deeper. This test works for a reason. Not because it is magic, but because your mind is older than logic. Far older. Carl Jung called it the collective unconscious, a hidden library, buried deep inside every human mind, a place filled with symbols, archetypes, ancient patterns older than civilization. You were not taught them. You remember them. When you looked at the horses, your rational mind tried to categorize. White means purity. Black means danger. Brown means normal. Gold means attention. But your emotional brain ignored all of that. It searched for resonance. For a mirror, you chose the horse that reflects something inside you. Sometimes, it shows who you are. But sometimes, it reveals something far more painful. The energy you buried. The instinct you suppressed, the self you abandoned. Throughout human history, the horse has never been just an animal. It is a symbol, raw life force, drive, instinct, the engine that pulls your life forward. Your ego believes it controls the ride, but the horse decides where you go. So now I ask you something simple. Which horse called to you? Don't explain it. Don't justify it. Just feel it. And if you felt that pull, write one word in the comments. One quiet signal. A single word. Awake. Let's begin with the first horse. The white one. The symbol of purity, perfection, order. If your eyes went here first. Listen carefully, because this horse reveals a quiet prison. People drawn to the white horse carry a heavy burden. The need to be good, not just decent, perfect. You want to be correct, reliable, impeccable, the one who never fails. But white has a secret weakness. It stains easily. When you wear white in a muddy world, every step becomes dangerous. Every mistake feels catastrophic. so you live in constant vigilance. The white horse mind fears something deeply. The shadow, anger, selfishness, lust, messiness. You hide these parts, rename them, sanitize them, because you believe they make you unlovable. Most white horse minds learn this lesson early. Love is conditional. Be good, be quiet, be perfect, and you will be safe. So you signed an invisible contract. I will be flawless, and the world will not hurt me. But the world breaks that contract. It hurts you anyway. And now you are exhausted, tired of holding the perfect pose. So here is the truth the white horse must learn. You do not grow by becoming perfect. You grow by becoming whole. Now, the second horse, the golden one, bright, radiant, impossible to ignore. If your eyes went to this horse first, you are drawn to the sun. The golden horse is the archetype of visibility, impact, recognition. You are not built to disappear. Even if you are quiet, even if you are introverted, something inside you wants significance. When you are on, you are unstoppable. Energy, creativity, charisma. Rooms change when you enter them. People feel it. The warmth, the electricity, the fire. But the sun has a dark side. It burns. People drawn to the golden horse often carry a hidden terror. The fear of being ordinary. Your identity becomes performance. I am what I achieve. I am what I create. I am how many people admire me. And when the applause stops, something terrifying happens. Silence. And in that silence, you feel invisible. The golden horse must learn something rare. Value without applause, meaning without attention. And if this idea resonates with you, let this perspective travel. Pass it forward. Someone else out there needs to hear this truth. Now we arrive at the third horse, the brown one. No glow, no crown, no mystery, just strength. Solid, grounded, unbreakable. People drawn to the brown horse are the anchors, the reliable ones, the ones who stay when everyone else leaves. You endure. You carry weight. You do what must be done, even when no one notices. But strength has a shadow, a quiet addiction, the addiction to suffering. You believe life must be hard. If something comes easy, you distrust it. If joy appears, you question it. Pain feels more familiar. Deep down, you sometimes watch the golden horses, the loud ones, the celebrated ones, and something inside you tightens. You call them shallow, you call them lucky, but beneath the judgment, there is envy. They are allowed to be light. Many brown horse minds learned something early. You had to grow up fast, too fast. Maybe the adults around you were chaotic. So you became the stable one, the responsible one, the one who never needed help. But listen carefully. Your value is not your utility. You are not a tool. You are not a machine. And the brown horse must learn something difficult. To put the weight down, just for a moment, and breathe. Now, the final horse, the black one. The horse most people feel uneasy about. Dark, wild, unpredictable. But if this was the one that called you, you are not afraid of the abyss. In Jungian psychology, black is the color of transformation, the unknown, the place where identities break apart. and new ones are born. People drawn to the black horse are seekers, truth hunters, cycle breakers. You are willing to look inward, at the things others avoid. Pain, loss, trauma, the ugly truths people hide from. Your friends call you when things become real, but the black horse has the most dangerous cage: isolation. You begin to believe no one understands you. You start thinking, I see deeper. They are shallow. I am different. And slowly, your depth turns into distance. The black horse is raw instinct, power, aggression, desire, rage. And when these forces have no voice, they turn inward. Rage becomes silence. Silence becomes depression. The solution is not to destroy the darkness. It is to integrate it. Jung said something powerful. You do not become enlightened by imagining light. You become enlightened by making the darkness conscious. The black horse is not your enemy. It is your power. Now comes the uncomfortable question. Look again. Not at the horse you chose, but the one you ignored, the one your eyes slid past, or worse, the one you judged. Maybe you thought the white one is fake, the golden one is arrogant, the brown one is boring, the black one is dangerous. But Jung revealed a brutal rule. What irritates you in others is often your missing piece. The horse you rejected is the part of your psyche you amputated, not destroyed, not erased, just buried. And buried things have power. They whisper, they sabotage, they wait. Right now, most people live with one horse, maybe two, the rest ignored, suppressed, running wild. Imagine trying to pull a chariot with only one horse. You don't move forward. You limp. A healthy psyche is not one horse. It is the rider who can command all four. The discipline of the white horse, the charisma of the golden horse, the endurance of the brown horse, the depth of the black horse. This is the goal. Integration, not purity, not perfection, power. Because the moment you command all four horses, your mind stops being fragile and becomes dangerous. So what do you do with this knowledge? Most people hear an insight, nod, and scroll away. But you are not here to consume ideas. You are here to rebuild your mind. Step 1. Honor the horse you chose. It kept you alive. The white horse protected you with order. The golden horse gave you fire. The brown horse gave you endurance. The black horse gave you awareness. Without it, you would not be here. Step 2 is harder. Recruit the horse you rejected, the one that made you uncomfortable, because the thing you resist the most is usually the medicine you need. If you chose order, practice chaos. Create something without a plan. If you chose visibility, practice invisibility. Do something meaningful no one will ever see. If you chose duty, practice ego. Ask for more. Take space. If you chose isolation, practice connection. Step back into the world. When you try this, your mind will scream. The white horse will call chaos immoral. The brown horse will call ambition selfish. The golden horse will call silence pointless. The black horse will call connection fake. Let it scream. That sound is your cage shaking. Growth is not comfort. Growth is betrayal. To become who you are meant to be, you must betray who you used to be. And the moment you do that, your mind begins to rebalance. Now step back, look at the world, and you will start to see the horses everywhere. The golden horse politician addicted to applause. The white horse zealot obsessed with purity. The brown horse martyr dying under duty. The black horse rebel burning everything around him. Most people are not in control of their minds. They are possessed by archetypes. One horse runs their life. One instinct rules their decisions. And when that happens, they become predictable. Predictable people are easy to control, easy to manipulate, easy to defeat. Because if I know which horse drives you, I know your next move, your fears, your blind spots, your cage. But the rider is different. The rider chooses the horse. In a meeting, you summon the white horse. Professionalism. On a stage, you summon the golden horse. Charisma. In a crisis, you summon the brown horse. Endurance. And when it is time to defend yourself, you summon the black horse. Power. This is sovereignty. Not being one thing, but becoming the paradox. Reliable and wild. Kind and dangerous. Calm and unstoppable. When you integrate all four horses, your mind becomes anti-fragile. Because when one part of your life breaks, another part holds the line. Attack your reputation, you have depth. Attack your solitude, you have connection. Attack your strength, you have strategy. This is what happens when the rider takes the reins. At the beginning of this journey, you chose a horse. Now you understand the deeper truth. You were never meant to be the horse. You were meant to be the rider. Inside your mind, there is a kingdom. Most people never rule it. Their impulses revolt. Their fears dominate. Their wounds write the laws. But the rider becomes the king. This crown is not made of gold. It is made of awareness, self-control, psychological vision. When you can see your own instincts, they stop controlling you. And here is the paradox. The rider does not dominate life. He navigates it. Sometimes calm, sometimes fierce, sometimes silent, sometimes radiant. The horses still exist, but now they listen. And once you become the rider, something strange happens. People feel it, not as dominance, but as gravity, calm authority, dangerous clarity, the kind of presence that makes chaos step aside. But this journey does not end here. The mind is an endless frontier, and there are many lessons ahead. If you want to keep exploring this terrain, stay close. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and do not miss the next lesson on the psychology of power.